an action, state, or feeling. So, what's an action? Well, run, jump, maybe even talk. If you can see it, that's an action, right? A state. Well, what is a state? A state is more like a fact. In other words, like is, in the English language, like is used at least 7 different ways in the English language. If we use the word like is a state verb. We have many state verbs, and a state means more like a fact, not an action. And also for feelings. A lot of people don't stop and think about why we use verbs for feelings, but stop and think about it. Like, love, enjoy, those are all verbs. They're not adjectives, they're verbs. And we often use those words to share our feelings. Action verbs express an activity. We just talked, and usually you can see it. Yes, you can see something happening, someone running, somebody walking, something like that. State or stative verbs, again, express a fact. Feeling verbs express senses. Common feeling verbs are like love and enjoy, right? Most stative verbs are never used in the continuous tenses. One very common stative verb is have. Have is a verb. It's a state verb. It doesn't describe an action. It's actually an empty verb. So an empty verb is a verb that literally means nothing. It has no single definition. If we talk about a word like run, right? Run has a single definition. I'm running down the street. That's literally, not phrasal, idiomatic, etc. So most stative verbs are never used in the continuous tenses, but I need to tell you that most grammar rules in English do have exceptions. Some common state verbs, there's that one have, get, and see. Get is a very common verb in the English language. So is see. If I said right now, I see you, you don't see anything moving, right? Literally, right? So see is a state verb. Hear is a state verb. Listen, to listen is a state verb. Why? Because you can't see an action. Every sentence in English must have a verb. Now remember, in perfect English, if it's a sentence, it must have a verb. The shortest sentence in English is I am. I is a pronoun, am is the verb to be, right? Some action examples here. Can you find the action verb? So, do you dance? Hey, do you dance? My wife's watching me, by the way. Would you like to go dancing tonight?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Do you dance? Yes, I dance at the club on Friday. So, to dance. Don't forget, dance is also a noun. I'm going to a dance Friday. To dance. Hey, is she running down the street? Yeah, she runs often. So, running is a verb, right? She runs often. That's a verb. Are you walking? Yes, I'm walking to work today. Or no, I'm riding my bicycle. So walking, I can see that. That's an action verb, right? I am riding. Riding is an action verb. Here are a few stative verbs. Now, can you find those? Does it have a name? Yes, my new dog's name is Spot. Do, did, done. Do is a state verb. Why? Because it doesn't mean one thing, and it's a fact, right? Hey, does it have a name? Yes, my new dog's name is Spot. So, is the verb to be, am is are, was were been, right? Is, am is are, the verb to be is a state verb. We use it many different ways in the English language. Do you live in London? Yes, I do. Live is a state verb and do is a state verb. Who is he married to? Well, he's married to Sally. So, is, again, the verb to be is a state verb, and that is used many different ways in the English language. Here are some common word definitions. Do you know these words? Verb, well, it's used for actions, states, and feelings, right? We just talked about that. Activity, an action or movement, something we're doing, right? And we can usually see that. Stative, facts more than actions. Sentence, as few as 2 words, including a verb. I want to thank you for joining me today. Have fun with English.